into the conversation of you saying whether Stonebwoy sings what he sings about and what he doesn't sing about and stuff like that. What do
Yeah.
you mean by that? And yeah, let us feel that part of it.
Okay. So, it sometimes it's a hard question. Not hard question. Sometimes it's hard to put the answer to it because a lot of people are not going to agree,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people will be like, "Oh, we'll agree."
Mm-hmm.
But people got to when I say this, people got to understand. I'm talking from a Caribbean point of view because I came to realize that what um, the Ghanaian bass
Mm-hmm.
perceives as dancehall, perceives as reggae. Someone
Mm-hmm.
from the Caribbean doesn't perceive it the same way,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, for me personally and for other people that associated with me or like my friends or whatever, right? That are of course Barbadian. I have Canadian friends too, but I mean Barbadian friends, they would say Chattawali is dancehall,
Mm-hmm.
hands down. It's something to do, it's more to do with his flow, it's more to do with what he's addressing,
Okay.
but it's the way how he does it
Mm.
that makes it sound like dancehall,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
Um, I don't know if people understand. It's the way how his delivery is a dance hall delivery,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
I
Mm.
mean, sometimes he might vary and you can hear a little Afro beats cutting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I don't want to say that name because then people are going to like, oh. So I'm not calling the guy name, but
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
comes in like crosses that little piece of Afro beats, but he stays true to the dancehall form. It's like a rawness to it, if you
Mm.
understand,
Mm.
Mordin.
Mm. I get it. I get
The
it.
way how you, ghetto youth type of
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
like one that the people will love. More
Mm.
like a ghetto youth type of way of expressing myself.
Mm. Mm.
He
Mm.
has this realness about him. It's very hard to explain to people about Chattawali because he has this. It's something about him that makes it seem real. Not saying that other artists don't seem real,
In real. Okay.
but it's something that him that connects with the average person.
Mm-hmm.
When they look at Chattawali, he's like one of those people that when you look at him and see all his success, you're gonna tell yourself, look where he was, man. Look at
Mm.
Chattawali. I could be like a Chattawali too.
Mm.
You get what I mean?
Mm.
He's one of those individuals you can look at and say, yeah, he might have the money and stuff now, but
Mm-hmm.
when you still look at Chattawali, you still see him as you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know
I
if
get
I
it.
explain it good
Yeah. Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Of
I
course.
don't know if I
There's always the vibe. You don't see a divide. You
yeah.
just the money is there. Yes. He's living
Mm,
in his own world. Yes. But then when you look at him, you see you. There is no divide. There are
yeah.
artists you see and you're like, for example, if I take a look at Jay-Z right now, come on,
Yeah.
huge divide.
Yeah.
You don't even know when
Yeah.
you're gonna be in the same place with him and stuff like that, and all kind of vibe. Like you even wonder if he even eats, what kind of food he
Yeah.
drinks and kind of stuff. So I get that vibe from you. I get that vibe a lot. So now, let's look at this. As for the Ghanaian context, when it comes to reggae dancehall,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's being generalized a lot, simply
Mm-hmm.
because when artists come out to say that this is what they do or represent, regardless, people just tag them along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why it is like that. Till date, it's even causing huge issues in music award schemes. You get it. Personally,
Yeah.
if you'd ask me, I would tell you Stonebwoy does more of Afrobeats and reggae.
Mm-hmm.
Stonebwoy is really good at reggae. If you listen to some vibes he brings on board, I think
Mm-hmm.
that is where his strength lies. But because of the unusual characterization of um, reggae dancehall thing in Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
people pitch him against Chattawali, which shouldn't be.
Yeah. I said this before, and I've said it many times in the reaction. I say, I usually, when I'm reacting to a Stonebwoy track, I say, Stonebwoy does not belong to one
Mhm,
specific genre.
mhm,
Stonebwoy can handle. I've listened to other songs he's been on with different
mm,
artists. I'm like, this guy could adapt to any genre,
mm,
right?
mm,
He's not
mm,
designated to dance hall. And I agree with you on the whole reggae thing because that's the
mm,
next thing I was getting at before I
mm.
start going into the Chattawali ramble.
Okay.
Stonebwoy for us here in the Caribbean, or for Caribbean person, we will not classify Stonebwoy as a dancehall artist.
Okay.
The reason why, and I know people are gonna get all upset, right? The reason, I remember, guys, this is just from a Caribbean point of view.
Mm.
Reason why, if even if you look back at the history of Stonebwoy, because I did peep at quite a bit of his older stuff,
Mm.
you can hear reggae. You can see when a young Stonebwoy, even Stonebwoy without locks or just growing the locks, now growing
Mm.
them,
Mm.
it was reggae, and the vibe he was coming with was Capleton. I remember saying this in a reaction that I
Mm.
did
Mm.
when he was saying something about fire or something else, but it was something that he was doing that I said, yo, it seems like he was inspired by Capleton. And
Mm.
so said, so done, because many people in the comment section said, yeah, he really listened to a lot of Capleton coming up,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So his energy and the things he were addressing and the way how he sang it was a reggae point of view. Now,
Okay.
moving forward to this present time, what I hear, I do not really hear dancehall. I still hear, I call it a modern reggae. I don't know
Mhm.
if I'm categorizing it in the
Mhm.
correct form, but it has this, it is reggae, but it has this, I don't want to say a pop or R&B. It has a different touch to it.
Mm.
Maybe I don't like to say high life because I'm not, because I can't say high life is a genre that I really pay a strong attention to, so I
Mhm.
can't go saying, yeah, it's high life when I don't
When
really
you
understand how.
to get a big to get a better and a simple understanding of high life,
Mhm,
pitch it back to Soca,
mhm.
but then more in the area of Calypso.
Okay.
Then you would get a
Uh,
vivid understanding of what high life is. High
I,
life,
I do.
and Calypso music is just like siblings. The
Okay.
feel of it, it's just pure. When you want to get the roots of high life, the way it sounds and feels,
Mhm.
go back to the old type of calypso songs, and then you
Oh,
would
like
get the understanding.
oh,
That
like
is,
Sparrow, Serenada, those legends. I
yeah,
I get you.
it
I
comes in
get
that
you.
line. So then you have an understanding to that line, so you can continue. Since
Yeah.
you are used to soca, you're used to calypso and all that stuff, then you would get that vibe to it. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, correct. Those, because those are my, like, my grew up thing, Calypso
Mm-hmm.
and Soca, right? So yeah, I get exactly what you're talking. Now you put it in that sense. Now I kind of get what it sounds like, or what it's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to sound like.
Okay.
So for Stonebwoy, I would say he's more classified as reggae. I can't put him and Shot. They're two exceptionally great artists,
Mm-hmm.
hands down. But I can't put two of those guys in the same category because
Mm-hmm.
they sing with a totally different style. Their
Yeah.
flows are completely different. There's no way. I didn't even think that clash was
Was
necessary.
needed.